Today we're heading to Modern to do some whacking Rundvelt Hordemaster style. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Budget Magic. And this week, we're doing some whacking in Modern. 8 whack or 12 whack, I don't even know how many whacks we got these days. It's back and maybe better than ever, thanks to a huge new addition from Dominaria United, Rundvelt Hordemaster. So we're bringing back maybe the most classic Modern budget archetype to see how it does in 2022 Modern and see how good Rundvelt Hordemaster is in the deck. So let's talk about our Rundvelt whack deck, jump into some games, see it in action. So the deck, if you've never seen 8 whack before, the idea is early game, you're playing the most aggressive goblins possible. Foundry, Street Zenizan, Goblin Guide, Legion Loyalist, sneaky good against Ursa Saga, thanks to its tokens can't block Battalion Trigger, Mog War Marshal, 2 goblins for the price of 1. So we flood the board with cheap goblins, and then we make them big and hasty with our whack effects. Goblin Bushwhacker, Reckless Bushwhacker, Battlecry Goblin, they just all pump our team, they hasten, they turn all of our little 1/1s into 2/1s or 3/1s, depending on how many we can cast, and just deal a ridiculous amount of damage early in the game. And the idea is, hopefully we get our opponent low enough on life that we can finish him off with a Goblin Guide or maybe some lightning bolts to the face. So this is all traditional 8 whack stuff. We've done this in the past, but we have a huge new addition to the deck in Rundvelt Hordemaster, which I think is just like mind-blowingly good for this archetype. So first, it's kind of like a pseudo whack. It doesn't give haste, but as a Goblin Lord, it's another way to pump our goblins. More importantly, its second ability. When it or another goblin dies, we exile the top card of our library. If it's a goblin we can cast until the end of our next turn, is absurd in this deck. If you think about 8 whack, we're chump attacking all the time to force through damage. Our goblins are dying, our opponent's killing him with the removal. This lets us rebuild. One of the problems with past versions of 8 whack is why the deck is super aggressive and super good at winning quickly. When that doesn't work and our opponent has a sweeper or a ton of removal, it's really hard for us to rebuild. Rundvelt Hordemaster pretty much solves that problem, while also being a pseudo whack by pumping our goblins. So this is the main reason we're playing the deck. Super excited to see how good this is in the archetype. Mana base, only 20 lands. Got a couple ways to protect ourselves from flooding out, like Castle Embreth can pump our team, Ramanop Ruins can get in some damage. In the sideboard, card I'm most excited about, Leylanded Combustion, a way to protect our creatures from removal. If our opponent targets us or our things, they gotta take 2 damage. Otherwise, we got a bunch of removal, we got some artifact removal, we got some life gain and Dragon's Claw, some graveyard hate, and that is Rundvelt whack for Modern. That's our budget magic deck for this week. So let's jump into some games and see how good is 8 whack in 2022. How good is Rundvelt Hordemaster in the archetype? Let's find out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Enjoy the whacking, and I'll be back in a bit for the wrap up. Today's video is brought to you by our awesome sponsor, Card Kingdom. You can get all the Dominaria United cards you need and help support the show over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Budget magic time. We are doing some whacking in Modern, seeing if Rundvelt Hordemaster can bring back the 8 whack or 12 whack or maybe 16 whack now, whatever number of whacks we got archetype. Well, we got Hordemasters for days. Unfortunately, we're on the draw and don't have a 1-drop, which is awkward, but I mean, I guess maybe we just run out Bushwhacker. That feels bad. Let's see what our opponent's up to. Ornithopter, Marsh Flats, Cracks Marsh Flats, Hollowed Fountain, Springleaf Drum, and Esper's Sentinel. Well, that's a pretty good first turn. Many cards on the battlefield. Well, boom. Legion Loyalist. Go. No attacks. All right, so opponent played 3 things. We played 1. So I guess our opponent's winning at the moment. Urza Saga. Bustarino. Passes. Well, play the land. Play Rundvelt Hordemaster. Go to combat. Get in for 2. Well, we haven't got hammered yet, which is good. Little suspicious that our opponent just passed. Sure. Urza Saga plays a land. Passes. Well, play the land. Play another Hordemaster. And yeah, we just gotta pass. Next turn we can attack thanks to the Loyalist, even through the Saga tokens. This turn though, this turn we can't. Opponent untaps. Gonna make another one. And this whack win us the game next turn. Colossal Hammer. No equip yet though. Plains. Was this Pure Steel? That's Pure Steel. Opponent. equips to Esper Sentinel. How do we survive this? If we have to start jumping, it's pretty bad. Opponent's at 14. So if we bolt this, they just re-equip. Is there any pathway to victory? Maybe we gotta let our opponent attack and just bolt their face and hope to draw land for double. Yeah, all right, sure. I think that's the plan. I think the plan is bolt the face, hope we draw land for double kicker. The opponent hits us for about 1 million. I mean, if we get to double whack, I think we got it. Oh, that's gonna make it harder, isn't it? Yeah, pure steel's pretty good. Okay, opponent's just gonna keep moving the hammer around. Well, bolt your face, down to 11. Do we draw land? We need to draw a land, and I think double whack gets there. Untap land. Mog or Marshall. So this means we're dead, right? Yeah, their stuff's so big. We didn't quite get it. We needed that. We needed that land. So if we play this, we block. We gotta block too much. We gotta block 3 things. Well, play a Mog War Marshall. Play a Bushwhacker. Pass the turn. I don't think we can block our way through this, though. We can, but I think we lose so much that we're still going to be dead. And that's assuming our opponent doesn't draw oh, all right. So opponent, well, we technically have a haste creature, so we're not dead. Although this is obviously very bad. Yeah. Ginger Brute stuff. Opponent, gonna go attacking. Well, we block with Legion Loyalist. We need to hit another Legion Loyalist off of these Hordemaster triggers. Foundry Street. Come on, Legion Loyalist. And a land. Well, we get one more look at it. We get one more look. Opponent moves it over, loses the Ginger Brute. Echo. We will not pay. So this actually gets us more looks at it with Rundvelt. Land. Legion Loyalist. Okay. And a Goblin Grenade. Can we survive this and win? So we gotta win this turn because of Ink Moth. Although they can't equip it instant speed at the moment. Do we have to do math? So we play Legion Loyalist. We got to do that. So if we attack with everything, opponent blocks 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So they block. They take 6. I guess they could fire up the Ink Moth to block. If we whack, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. 3, 6. So this gets blocked, opponent takes 0. This gets blocked, opponent takes 2. This gets blocked, opponent takes 3. 2, 3, that's 5. This gets blocked by Ink Moth, opponent takes 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the plan. Kick it, a Bushwhacker. I mean, we'll see if they have a removal spell or something, that's gonna get us. Otherwise, I think we somehow got there, maybe. It looks like lethal if they don't have removal. Well, attack with everything. Legion Loyalist keeps the constructs from blocking, everything trample, everything first strike. This would be a mind-blowing win. I feel like we have no business winning this game, but maybe. If this works out, it's a good testament to Hordemaster, like digging through our deck. Found the Legion Loyalist that we needed after we had to block the Ginger Brute last turn. Okay, Ink Moth isn't going to do it, though. That's not going to do it. Trample and Haste, they need removal. They need actual removal. The Hidden Texan Loyalist, tokens can't block, is pretty big here. Oh my goodness, it worked. That was a Hordemaster win. That was exactly all on Hordemaster. If we did not have Rundvelt Hordemaster in our deck, no way we win that one. 0%. 0%. That is the power of the new addition to the deck, and it was so good there. Well, Smash the Smithereens in. Maybe Pyrite Spellbombs in. Definitely keeping our Legion Loyalists. They were very good there. Let's go down a couple of Battle Cry Goblins. Maybe like a Foundry Street. Maybe we go 1 Pyrite Spellbomb. 1 Reckless Bushwhacker. And 1 more Battle Cry. Run it like that. Battle Cry is the most expensive of our whack style effects. Well, that was an impressive win. That was a miraculous win. Ooh. All right. So no good 1-drops, but a bunch of War Marshals, and we got a Goblin Grenade. See how quickly our opponent can get a hammer on something. Ornithopter. And Springleaf Drum. Opponent passes. Well, land and... This feels bad, but I think we just gotta run out the Bushwhacker. I think we just need to get a body on the battlefield here. Oh, there's the Urza Saga. Yep, that's a good one. Another Ornithopter. Stone Forge. I assume getting a hammer. We'll see if they can equip it. Ooh, Cauldra, uh-oh. Well, okay, new plan. We don't really want to do this, but we have to kill the Stoneforger, we lose. Well, there goes our Goblin Grenade. Right out the Foundry Street denizen. We survived a Stoneforge for Cauldra complete so far. Saga taken up. Can we survive the huge Saga tokens? Opponent passes. Well, run out Rundvelt Hordemaster. Cannot attack this turn. Gonna need to find Artifact Destruction, because this is going to be able to get some life gain, and the life gain's going to be an issue. Yeah, Urza Saga is just such a messed up card. It's kind of over the top just how powerful this effect is. Like, it's a land that made 2 5/5s, and now it's going to tutor up, I assume, Shadow Sphere. It's just a land that just wins the game. Like, literally, it's a land that just by itself, it wins the game. Pretty good. Opponent, gonna put the Shadow Sphere on a 6/6. This is all of this came from playing a single Magic the Gathering land card. Opponent hits us for 7. Yeah, I mean, this is just, I guess we could draw Artifact Destruction. I don't even know if it matters at this point. Mogwar Marshal. We're also getting a little pinched on lands here, which is not ideal. Well, run out the dorks. Cannot attack because there's a Saga. Made 6/6s. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Also, Hordemaster, as good as it is, cannot get us lands. Tap land. Goes to combat. So we can put literally our entire team in front of this construct. Every single card. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're not going to do that. I guess we're just going to die to it. Down to 6. I mean, there's no way we win if we put all of our goblins in front of one of those constructs. Well, we will not pay for the Mogwar Marshal. Mogwar Marshal Hordemaster is a cool little synergy. Battlecry Goblin, make a token, pump the Foundry Street. We draw a land. Well, play Mogwar Marshal. We're making an impressive board, but it's just not impressive enough to be an Urza Saga, apparently. Goblin Guide. Opponent's at 34 points of life. Well, go to combat. We're gonna get in for 6. We actually have enough pumping we can get through this construct token for a single attack. All right, here we go, opponent. Well, we're gonna have to put a lot of our creatures in front of our opponent's creatures, and I'm not even sure that's enough. Opponent equips back to the goblin, or golem, construct, whatever. Goes attacking. Well, 1, 2, 3. So much work to get through this Urza Saga. Please no removal. All right, stuff dies. We get a bunch of Hordemaster triggers. Land. Also land. Mogwar Marshal. Okay. Oh, we lost a Smash to Smithereens, though. Okay, I mean, we're doing things, sorta. Opponent re-equips. Passes. Outplay the land. Mogwar Marshal. Make some dorks. Grow the Foundry Street. Battlecry Goblin. Our deck is like going off, but this Urza Saga opponent's at 35. Well, hit you with the Foundry Street. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Opponent could also get down Cauldra complete this turn, potentially, and that is another blowout. What do you got? Untaps at 30 points of life. I mean, we have got to see some serious Rundvelt Hordemaster action. I guess if there's good news, we can actually survive 1 Cauldra complete attack and go to 1. They can't equip the Shadow Sphere to it yet. All right, Cauldra complete. It's huge. Opponent goes attacking. Yeah, I mean, we're dropping to 1. Well, Echo, don't pay. See what Hordemaster gives us. Get a token. All right, Smash the Smithereens exiled. Grow the Foundry Street. Oh, that is a Bushwhacker. I don't know if we can deal 26. Technically 27. 1, 2. Rundvelt. I mean, we're swinging out. I don't think this works, but if it does, it would be sweet. Hordemaster number 2. Kick a Bushwhacker. Grow the team, haste them up. It's whack time. Go to combat. Is there any chance this is enough? Swing with everything. Get another goblin. Well, this is it. Either this kills our opponent or we die. Is it 27 points of damage? I'm not even counting. That's on the blockers. Come on. Come on, Magic Gods. Come on, Magic Gods. 2 blockers. 1, 2. Ah! It was enough. It was enough. It was enough. Hordemaster. coming through the Cauldron Complete, through the Shadow Spear, through the Urza Saga, through the Life Gain. Wow. Oh, that was a good whacking. That was a real good whacking. Yes. Huh. Rundvelt Hordemaster was really good that game. That is for sure. Sweet. Budget magic time. We are trying to do some whacking in Modern. Sadly, I think we gotta, do we put Goblin Grenade to the bottom? Yeah, I think we actually do. It feels bad, but I think it's necessary. So we're on the draw, unfortunately. Triumph for our opponent. Well, play a land and Goblin Guide. Get in, hit ya. All right, Grow Spiral on top. So opponent's probably some sort of like Valakut control deck. Wooded Foothills for our opponent. Cracks it. Gets a Mountain. Sakura Tribe Elder. Well, play a land. Play Rundvelt Hordemaster. Go attacking. Trident of the Ilson Grove on top. Okay, that's, well, they're gonna shuffle it away. Well, at least it's shuffled away. That's some bit of good news. Opponent gets an island. And untaps. Expressive Iteration to draw some cards. I don't know. So be a good turn to draw land. I will say that. Stomping Grounds untapped. Grow Spiral. Breeding Pool. Tapped. And land off the top? No. Well, in that case, we're just gonna do some bushwhacking. Hit you for a bunch, but not lethal. Opponent gets a Steam Vents for free, down to 6. Well, this is a big turd. What do they got? Dryad of the Ilson Grove. Steam Vents untapped. Misty Rainforest. Into Scape Shift. And yeah, that does it. With the Dryad out, they definitely have it. Wow. One turn short. I mean, that is in part the play draw difference. Like that is a big part of it. Like play versus draw. Unfortunately, we were on the wrong side of it that game. Well, I think we're gonna bring in these Ley Lines of Combustion, which seem pretty good against Escape Shift kill. Go down, maybe a Lightning Bolt and a Legion Loyalist? Yeah, try it like that. Well, hopefully this Ley Line of Combustion, maybe that swings this matchup in our favor. I guess we'll see. That one was frustrating because we were like a turn away from lethal. That's just the downside of being on the draw. Well, all right, Ley Line of Combustion. Let's see how good you are. Well, land and Foundry Street Denizen, go. So Ley Line, if our opponent targets us or our things, they have to take 2. Tap land. Opponent passes. It does make the Escape Shift kill a lot more painful. Well, play the land. Mog War Marshal. Get in for 3. So opponent down to 17. And untaps. Wooded Foothills cracks it. Gets a forest. Ren in 6. So, I mean, it's good defense against Ren in 6, too. If our opponent pings our stuff, they have to take 2, which is definitely helpful. So we untap. I think do we pay? I think we do. We're not doing much this turn, so I think we pay. We play Crucible. We play Goblin Guide. We hit our opponent. We kill Ren. All right, Lightning Bolt on top, but at least that's gonna cost our opponent some life. Opponent down to 12. So far, the Ley Lines felt good. It's felt good. Maybe that's the tech. Well, now we got this Castle Empress, so if we draw another land, we can do some fake whacking to pump another Ren. Sure. Gets back the land. Steam Vents tapped. Well, let's see what we find. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Goblin Grenade, I think, is lethal here. I don't know if this is quite lethal, but it's pretty good. Kick a Bushwhacker. Oh, I think this is lethal. Hit ya. Opponent, explosives on top. Bolt your face. Ha! There we go. That was a good Ley Line of Combustion. That felt really good this game. Well, I guess that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the Ley Line. Run it back. I think we run it back. Yeah, let's just run it back. Let's find that Ley Line again. That Ley Line really swung the game in our favor. I was like on the fence with Ley Line, how worth it was, but it felt really good there. 4 lands, Hordemaster, no Ley Line. I think we actually mulligan this. All right, well, this one we're gonna keep. I don't think we can just keep mulliganing into oblivion. Yeah, we'll keep Ramadan Bruins in case we flood out. Well, okay, no ley line this game, unfortunately. Secret check not found. But this is a functional, it's a functional hand. Gonna be worse against our opponent's removal. I guess our protection this time is Hordemaster, which is good, but not, it's a really good card. But as far as stopping Scape Shift, it's not as good as Leyline. Well, land and Goblin Guide. Hit you for 2. Also, no burn is a little bit annoying. Go to combat. Top card. Goblin Guide doing its thing. Giving opponents free lands. Opponent Stomping Grounds tapped and passes. Well, play the land. Play Legion Loyalist. And Legion Loyalist. Yeah, opponent's got the Bolt, but they're going to wait and see the trigger, which is correct. All right, Goblin Guide, stop giving our opponent lands, please. You don't have to do that every single time. I swear. That's not necessary. You can take a turn off once in a while and just deal damage. In the tank for some reason. I mean, seems pretty obvious. You let us attack, see what Goblin Guide does, and then bolt the Goblin Guide. But maybe there's some shenanigans. Maybe our opponent's scared. Maybe it's scoop time. Are we done? Are we done, opponent? Well, go to combat. Hit ya. Opponent has returned, so we get a bunch of triggers. Opponent bolts a goblin. All right, exactly what we knew was gonna happen. Just took a few minutes to get there. Come on, opponent. Oh my God, the Goblin Guide's been so brutal. Another free land and also dead. Ren and 6. Yeah, Ren and 6 gets to go off now since we don't have protection. Well, Rundvelt Hordemaster. Kill the Ren. We gave our opponent so many lands, though, I'm pretty nervous about where we're at. Pass the turn. And we're stuck on 2 lands. About it. More Rens. Kills the Hordemaster. We find a Foundry Street Denizen. Well, play the land, play the Foundry Street Denizen, kick a Bushwhacker, grow the Dorks, go to combat, hit Ren, hit our opponent. Down to 11. Is there hope in Waxville? Dry to the Ilson Grove. Double, oh yeah. No, there is not hope in Waxville. Yeah, they just get to Ratherboard. Oh, so close. Oh, poor Wax. Well, on to the next. Budget magic time. We're gonna mulligan that one. We are whacking a new standard. We are finding out if Rundvelt Hordemaster can keep 8 whack or 12 whack or 16 whack, whatever number we're at this point. Can it keep the deck working as one of the best budget decks in the format? Are we playing this Bushwhacker? And let's just pass. I was thinking of playing the Bushwhacker, but I don't think it's worth it with this hand. Forest for our opponent passes. Well, all right. Embrith and Mogwar Marshal. Mogwar Marshal pretty good with the wax. Opponent. What are they up to? Basic Forest. Oh, it's one of these decks. Okay. Picks up the land. Well, we're gonna have to get in some damage. No Echo. Well, let's just kick a Bushwhacker. Hit you for 6. The race is on. Opponent down to 14. Can we race the Primeval Titan? Would love to actually draw one more land. The 4th land would actually be super good with this draw. Opponent. Dryad. Ooh, Sousa. Okay. No Amulet, though, thankfully. Bounce land. Yeah, much less scary if there's not an Amulet untapping the lands. I mean, if we draw a land here, we can deal a lot of damage. Opponent passes. Well, okay. Legion Loyalist is good. Play the land. Kick the whack, hit you for 10, and hopefully this gets our opponent low enough on life that even if they play a Titan, they lose. Opponent gonna chump, drops to 6. Do they have a Wrath? Do they have a Wrath? I think we can beat a Prime Time with no Amulet. Opponent, Primeval Titan. Yup. I mean, it should be fine though, right? They get 2 lands, but they don't untap. And then we just whack them? Hopefully that's what happens. I think that's what happens. Okay, they gain 2 life. They get a bounce land. We should still be good though, right? Everything. So opponent goes to 8. So Hordemaster should finish it? Oh, I don't even know if we Hordemaster now. We're probably just better off whacking one more time. Battle Cry Goblin, and whack ya, and attack ya, and kill ya. Well, thankfully our opponent didn't have the amulet. The amulet would have got us, but without the amulet, just fast enough. Bad news is we actually don't really have any plan to interact with this deck, so we're running it back and trying to be fast. I mean, maybe we bring in let's bring in a Flame Slash, actually. Flame Slash being able to deal with, well, okay, just kidding. We clicked okay too soon. Flame Slash being able to get rid of a Dryad of Ilson Grove might be worth it. We're gonna keep this. We got no wax. I do kind of like double Lightning Bolt. Sun home, and okay, they got the amulet this time. That's bad news. Well, play the land. Foundry Street Denizen, go. Giving up immediate damage to hopefully set up for a big turn next turn. Opponent bounce land. Well, I mean, if they have the Zeus of this game or something, they're going to be in spectacular shape. Opponent makes mana. Dryad of the Ilson Grove, that's also pretty bad. Sunhome returns. Opponent passes. Well, play the land. Goblin Guide. I mean, we gotta just try to kill the Dryad, I think. We're gonna lose a creature, which is a bummer, but go attacking. Opponent. Burial Grazer. Opponent just takes it. Okay, well, Foundry Street then. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna be fast enough. Opponent untaps. 2 land drops at the ready, plus a Blazer. There's a bounce land. Well, now we F6 and hope for the best. Yeah, this is why Flame Slash might be worth it, just to kill the Dryad of the Ilson Grove. Opponent, green mana. I mean, we're basically hoping they don't have the payoff. If they have the Primeval Titan, our opponent wins this super easily. If they don't have the payoff, maybe there's hope. Okay, Beseju, 1 card. Not a Primeval Titan, well, that's good. Goblin Grenade. Well, play Rundvelt Ruins, play Legion Loyalist. Grow the Dorks. Go to combat, do some attacking, get some triggers. What is the top card? Please not Primeval Titan. Another Grazer, okay. Another Grazer is fine. I mean, we will kill this Dryad with a Lightning Bolt. It's worth getting rid of. So opponent's gonna double strike, sure. Blocks. Well, okay, so bolt the Dryad. We do lose our Legion Loyalist, but opponent drops to 12. We know our opponent's drawing an Arboreal Grazer, which isn't going to kill us. They didn't have Primeval Titan last game. Oh, we're close. We are close. Or last turn. There's the Grazer. What is in our opponent's hand? Just a bounce land. Sure. So a whack would be very good. The downside of the moment is our opponent is pretty good at blocking our stuff. We might have to bolt a Grazer, which is awkward. Mogwar Marshal, that's actually pretty good too. Mogwar Marshal, that grows the Foundry Streets big enough that they can actually attack here. Do we attack with the Goblin Guide? Yeah, I think we do. Get in, hit ya. Top card of Forest, so we helped our opponent out a bit. Opponent blocks. Opponent blocks. Drops to 9. Well, I mean, Goblin Grenade. Hit you to 4. Pass the turn. Ooh, I guess we should have done that pre-combat. That might have been a punt. We could have got one more trigger for our Foundry Street, but it does not matter. Deck's good enough. Deck's good enough to take down Primetime. Well, we didn't do much Hordemastering that game, but that was a nice whack win. Sweet, sweet. Budget Magic time. We are whacking in Modern this week, seeing how good Rundvelt Hordemaster is. In 8 whack, 12 whack, some number of whacks. Opponent, Hollowed Fountain, Mishra's Bauble. Well, Rundvelt Ruins and Foundry Street Denizen, go. We will see. We gotta get in some damage, because this is probably a control deck. This Tap Castle Ember is gonna hurt a bit. Ugh, Urza's Saga, that's gonna hurt a bit too. Opponent. Oh, all right. Well, sure, Emery. So they're actually combo. Opponent cracks a bauble, takes a peek. Untap land, maybe? No. Well, we will Foundry Street Denizen. Castle Embereth go attacking. If they want to cash in their Emery, we will accept that. Drawing land number 3 would be sweet. Opponent. Mishra's Bauble, Urza's Saga. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Scalding Tarn cracks it. Ether Spellbomb, Goblin Grenade. Oh, that's not good. And our opponent can make a, what, 3/3? Well, Mog War Marshal. Get some triggers, grow the dorks. Go to combat, do some attacking. Wow, takes it, okay. These Legion Loyalists might actually be helpful. The token can't block text is pretty big against Urza's Saga. Are we making a construct? We are. Okay. Maybe. Oh! But it's a Shadow Sphere. That is going to make it very difficult. Opponent, recast the Bobble. Yeah, that Shadow Sphere is an issue. Opponent goes attacking, gains back all their life. Well, come on, land. Come on, land. War Marshal, no, not paying. Land? Really need a land. That is the worst timing for the Castle Umbreth. Legion Loyalist. Get some triggers. Would we have won if we hit an untap land? Trigger. Attack with everything. Eh, not quite. All right, pass the turn. I assume we're dead here. We're down to 10. Oh, we're definitely dead. Yep. Shadow Sphere. Good card. Good card. We could have kept more back, but there's no way we win with our opponent gaining 7 a turn anyway. So it just doesn't really make any difference. Well, let's bring in the Smash to Smithereens. Oh, Shadow Sphere. Urza Saga. Wow, you know what? Are we... I don't even want to say these words, but... Are we at the point where AWAC is just, has it been power crept out of the format? Even with Rundvelt Hordemaster? That would make me so sad, because this is like traditionally the best budget deck. Like, seriously, the best budget deck. Have we reached the point where it's just not good enough anymore? I don't think we can afford to fight the graveyard. Like, if they're gonna combo, they're gonna combo. We can't play, I don't think we can play Dead Tormod's Crypt to try to stop the Underworld Breach loop. It's more of a late game loop usually anyway, so we just gotta try to kill him. We gotta try to kill him. Oh, if this deck's bad, I'm gonna cry. Well, it's only been one game. We gotta give it time. We get to play first. A lot of wax, which could be good. Get in, hit ya. Emery on top. Well, let's see how fast our opponent's start is. Scalding Tarn and passes. Well, play the land. Mog War Marshal. Go to combat, hit ya. Gets a free land. Oh, and they got the bolt. Steam Vents, untap, down to 15. Unholy Heat. Well, okay, that Goblin Guide gave away a land for nothing. Opponent, Urza Saga, and Ledger Shredder. Well, okay, we do not pay the Echo. Get a token, play the land, Bolt Ledger Shredder, Surge a Bushwhacker, hit you for 6. Pass the turn, maybe Bushwhacker number 2. Opponent takes up Urza Saga. What do they have? Is this the win? No Rundvelt Hordemaster, but this has been a good draw. Land. Cracks. Do they have like Anger the Gods? Oh, that'd be brutal. Island. They do not. Passes. Well, we will Foundry Street Denizen and whack. And this should be enough to win through the Urza Saga token at least. Is that enough? Do we whack them? Oh, okay. There we go. That was a good one. Well, that's what happens when you are on the play and draw multiple whacks. Good things happen. Do we want to change anything being on the draw? Do we need Flame Slash? We got enough removal. Let's just run it back. I still think aggro is our best bet here. Do what we did that game. That's what we want to do. Exactly what we did that game. Ooh, that is max lands. I mean, we'll try it. 4 lands is all we want for the whole game. So hopefully we do not draw any more. Steam Vents, untapped. Ragavan. Well, play the land. Foundry Street Denizen, go. Kills it. Gets in with the stupid monkey. Gets a treasure. Steals, hopefully, a land. All right, gets a land out of the way. Urza Saga. And oh boy, and Emery. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, the flood is here. Even with the Ragavan stealing a land, the flood is here, and this is not looking good. Goes to combat. Sadly, I think we have to block. If our opponent gets a treasure, they easily Urza Saga here. We gotta hope they don't have the land, maybe. Wow, it was another land on top of our deck. All right, so now our opponent has card draw forever. Yeah, that amount of land is not going to... All right, sure, opponent gets to draw a card. Goblin Guide. Look out, opponent, here we come. Taking the big 2. Top card. It's another free land. Oh, Goblin Guide, why, Goblin Guide, why? Oh, and there's not a stop set? Yeah, we wanted to smash to smithereens that, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Well, yeah, I guess we didn't have an attack stop set. I mean, the good news is there's no way we're beating this anyway with the amount of lands we've drawn. Well, last game was sweet. This game, much less so. Opponent, Shadow Sphere. I mean, maybe it's good we couldn't smash to smithereens because we can't really let the Shadow Sphere live. Opponent makes another construct. This Emery Bobble Loop is just gonna beat us though. Opponent just always has like 17 cards in hand because of it. Drawing an extra card each turn for free, pretty good. Pretty good. Scalding Tarn, opponent cracks it. Gets an island. Ether Spell Bomb. I mean, we have to kill the Shadow Sphere. Opponent passes. Well, there's Rundvelt. Run it out. Castle Embereth go. We've drawn a lot of Rundvelt Hordemasters. Not much else. Opponent, Urza Saga. Yeah, makes a huge construct, gets a Mox Amber. 14, draw, gets back, yeah, all right. Yeah, I guess with Emery, it doesn't matter either way. I mean, that went pretty wrong when we just hit all those lands on the top of our deck. Well, game 2 was good. That was good at least. Budget magic time. We are whacking in Modern this week, trying to see if Rundvelt Hordemaster, if that can bring 8 whack, 12 whack, whatever number of whacks, back to prominence in Modern. And I mean, we got a curve, we got some whacks. Seems fine. We'll see what our opponent's doing. Hopefully not killing our goblins. Just die. Don't worry about it. Fiery Islet. Well, at least they're gonna have to take some damage to cast stuff off of this. Goblin Guide, okay, sure. Well, Goblin battle here. Goblin Guide reveals a Goblin Grenade. That'll be helpful eventually. Well, I think we just Castle Embereth, Battle Kai Goblin. Hit you for 2, and it's just, it's race mode. Race mode. Opponent down to 17. Next turn we can bolt plus whack, which is pretty good. And then 5 damage to the face. It's a lot. Goblin Grenade is a pretty powerful card. Is it with Goblin Guide? What is our opponent playing? Oh my goodness. Oh, this mana base. All right, kills a Battle Kai Goblin, sure. Wow, this is the most painful burn mana base I've ever seen. Opponent gets in, hits us. Top card, Legion Loyalist. Oh, that's actually pretty good here. It's actually very good here, because now we get to play Ramanop Bruins. We get to play Legion Loyalist. Grow the Foundry Street. We get to kick a Bushwhacker. Or Surge a Bushwhacker. Grow the Dorks. Hit you for a lot. And yeah, I think we're in good shape here. Come on, one more pain land, opponent. One more pain land. Opponent's probably gonna go after our creatures. Oh, is this just straight up burn? Is this just burn with the the Horizon land draw? Well, we are well situated to punish our opponent for drawing a bunch of pain lands. Rift Bolt, where are we going? Kills the Legion Loyalist. I mean, the bad news, they know about the Goblin Guide. They don't know about the Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I mean, opponent, if they tap their mana, they die to Goblin Grenade, so... Well, that went surprisingly well. All right, what's our burn tech? Dragon's Claw in. Do we have to worry about pro-red stuff? Wow, what about Leyline? Is Leyline worth it? They target us with a burn spell. They take 2. They take out a creature with a... You know what? Let's try it. I don't know if this is gonna end up working or not, but we're gonna try it. Let's go down 2 Battlecry Goblins. Go down a Legion Loyalist. Maybe let's go 3. Let's go 3 Leylines. Let's not go too crazy. Actually, do we go too crazy? It seems so good when it works. We could go greed mode and just cut a land. Let's try it like that. You want to say hi? Come here and say hi. See the treat? Do you want it? You gotta come over here. Say hi to everyone. He's not gonna say hi. Well, 1 land, sketchy, but Leyline of Combustion, boom. As long as we draw 1 more land, we should be fine. See if this Leyline's as good as we think. About it. Bolt our face. Is Leyline of Combustion just underrated? Is this card just actually good and no one plays it? Land. Ooh, Goblin Grenade. Okay. Gonna need a land. Opponent said that's a tech. Yes, it is. Opponent. Wow. Also having land issues. Land. Goblin Grenade. Wow. We have 1,000,000 points of burn in hand, should we ever be able to cast it. The old one land battle. Opponent untaps, draws. Do they hit a land? The most awkward fight. Opponent suspends a Rift Bolt. Well, now we don't really want to cast a creature. Bushwhacker. Well, bolt your face. Pass the turn. So opponent's gonna hit us for 3, but take 2. If we ever just draw land for these Goblin Grenades, we're gonna win. We're gonna easily win. Opponent hits us to 70. Who draws the land first? That's a question. Opponent draws the land. Lava Spike. Yup. We take 3, they take 2. Come on, again, skewer the critics. We take 3, they take 2. Well, I mean, bolt your face. Down to 8. Pass the turn. Oh my goodness, can we just draw land? Opponent, Bloodstained Mire, and passes. All right, well, boom. Goblin Bushwhacker, no kicker. The saddest Bushwhacker. Pass the turn. Opponent could have Lightning Helixes. Down to 7. What a hilariously awkward battle. Opponent. Searing Blaze. Down to 5. We go to 8. Lightning Bolt. They go to 3. We go to 5. This game. Opponent. Oh my goodness. Lightning Helix to 1, but then they gain life. Can we draw land? Can we draw a land? I mean, we got to go for it. Goblin Bushwhacker. Down to 1. Goblin Grenade you. I guess we learned that Leyline Combustion is actually like hilariously good against burn decks. We did nothing that entire game because we were stuck on 1 land, but the Leyline burned our opponent for like 12 or something absurd, and then 1 Goblin Grenade. And those bolts was enough. Well, sweet. We'll take it. Oh, what a hilarious match. So what do we learn this week about Rundvelt Whack in Modern? And overall, we went 3 and 3 with the deck. Although 2 of our losses came to Scapeshift and Primeval Titan, that's just a brutal card, especially backed by Valakut to kill all of our goblins. Those matches were really close. So I think that overall, Rundvelt Whack, it still felt pretty good. I still think that even in 2022, even when people have Furies to play and all the Modern Horizons 2 stuff, if I'm just going to recommend one budget deck to be the most competitive one that you can play in Modern, a $100 or less deck that you can 5-0 a league with if you run well and hit the right matchups or win an FNM with, I think this is still the deck. So overall, yeah, I think 8 Whack is a little worse than it used to be just because of some of the Modern Horizons 2 stuff, but it's still a really good budget archetype. As for Rundvelt Hordemaster, the card was super impressive. Part of what makes it so strong is its floor is very good. Like, even when it's not winning us the game, which it does do sometimes, it's a Goblin Lord. It's pumping our team. It's letting us deal more damage. So even when it's bad, quote unquote, it's still pretty good. And then we got to see its true power, where there were at least 1 or maybe 2 matches that if we did not have Rundvelt Hordemaster in our deck, we would have just lost. It let us beat the Hammer Time deck. It let us refill through our opponent's removal. So there were multiple matchups where we really won just because we had this in the deck. There are matchups that, with past versions of 8 Whack, I'm pretty sure we just lose. We would not have been able to win those games, but because of that card advantage of being able to rebuild and find more goblins to close out the game, Rundvelt Hordemaster stole the victory. So Rundvelt Hordemaster, really impressive. 8 Whack, pretty good overall, even though we hit some tough matchups. So if you're looking for a modern budget deck that's under $100, that can actually compete pretty well, I mean, it is high risk, high reward. Sometimes you draw too many lands and lose. Sometimes you play Scapeshift all the time and they get you because that's a tough matchup. But in general, I think this is the budget deck that can actually let you compete in the format. And Rundvelt Hordemaster is a massive addition to the deck. So that's Rundvelt Whack. That's our budget magic for this week. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back in a bit for the wrap up. Looking for something super cheap to play in Standard? Well, make sure to check out the 0 rare $22 burn deck we played for Budget Magic just a little while ago.